Welcome to Home Gym History, produced by Garage Gym Radio. My name is Rob, and I'm joined, same as last time, by Jake and Adam from Garage Gym Experiment Podcast. And today we'll be talking about why weight plates are called Olympic, standard, or anything in between. So, Adam, Jake, here's your first little quiz. I'm holding in my left hand a plate that has a 2-inch hole in the center. I'm holding in my right hand a plate that has a 1-inch hole in the center. Do either of you know the common names for either one of these plates?
Hit the buzzer.
All right, Adam.
In your left hand with the 2-inch hole, an Olympic plate. And then in your right hand with the 1-inch hole is your standard weight plate.
Excellent. So now, the 2-inch hole plates are commonly referred to as Olympic plates. And if you go to Rogue's website or you go to Kabuki, you go anywhere really, that's what it says, Olympic size plates. So then when you look at them, at the plates that you have in your gym, do any of them say Olympic on them? The Olympic plates?
None of them.
None of them. But then if you buy a generic plate, what does it say on it? Like this one in my hands right here.
Yep, standard.
It says standard. So why in the world do we have Olympic plates and standard plates, but then when I look at the 45-pound barbell standard plate that Jake is holding up, the standard plates don't say standard, but the Olympic plates do say standard? What happened here? Well, that's the history that we're going to get into here, gentlemen, if Jake lived through it. Are you okay over there? Thank you.
Just the microphone.
I thought the 45 plate took you out. Well, here's what happened. The Olympics, they enforced their trademark. And they started enforcing their trademark way back around the 1960s, somewhat unsuccessfully, and then very successfully. So what do you know about trademark and trademark infringement in the home gym community?
Well, I come from a marketing world, and all I know is you have the ability to trademark a certain slogan or wording. I don't know exactly how it works, but for example, Nike has "Just Do It," so nobody else can use
exactly
"Just Do It" on
this has to
any
be
of their marketing.
Home gym history. We're kind of going to do it. It can't be "Just Do It." So we're kind of going to go over the history then.
Right.
Excellent. I like it. So now, when it comes to the history of the Olympic trademark, they had some problems because that's kind of hard to enforce on the entire world. But what they did have going for them was the Olympic Charter. And the Olympic Charter, the laws, the rules of the Olympics, if you will, in modern times, it contained various rules, including rule number 7, which was that the Olympic properties were defined. And it was an all-encompassing type definition of Olympic properties, but it also stipulated that host countries and that countries participating even in the Olympics had to accept the Olympic Charter. So anyone that participated had to accept the Olympic Charter, and in the Olympic Charter, it states their properties. Now, how do you actually enforce that, even though these countries are all accepting it? Well, that's when it gets into specific legislation. And this is not a law-based podcast, nor am I a lawyer. I am simply an amateur historian and a weightlifter. But what I can parse out and figure out is just that when it comes to specific legislation, it behooved the countries, especially that were hosting, to pass some legislation because they could enforce trademarks. So, for example, even right now in 2022, if you go to Team USA, the Olympic website for Team USA, you can view everything that's banned. And they say it bluntly on their website. I'll get a screen grab and we can put it up. That the following words they own the rights to: Olympic, Olympiad, Olympian, and future Olympian. So just blatantly, you better not put that on your products. Now, when it comes to enforcing it, like anything else in history, there's a development of legal precedent. One of the biggest things would be a Supreme Court case where the United States Olympic Committee was seeking to prevent the San Francisco Arts and Athletics Association from having the Gay Olympic Games. And they won, the United States Olympic Committee won and prevented them from having the Gay Olympic Games. And they had to take the word Olympic out of it. In addition to that, everything from an Olympic gyro restaurant in Philadelphia all the way to Olympic plates were not allowed to have Olympic on them unless officially licensed by the Olympic Committee, by the United States Olympic Committee. So you saw a generic plate like this. This isn't anything special. Probably wasn't even made in the United States, but it has Olympic on it. This is the equivalent of what you get nowadays that says standard on it. Just a regular old plate, and this one actually has a sticker that says made in China. Now, it caused a big shift because there were very prominent people in the weightlifting community, especially associated with York Barbell, the only American company that was licensed to put Olympic on their plates. In episode 1, Jake, you pointed out that the York Barbell plate had Olympic standard on it. That's because York was the Olympic standard. York appeared in the Olympics several times, and it was grandfathered in once all this trademark stuff started. So they were kind of on the outside looking in, financially probably, helping them a bit that all these other companies had to shift. So you saw companies like Billard, who was a big competitor at the time in Pennsylvania, go from Billard Olympic to Billard Universal. Same design, they just swap out the word from Olympic to Universal. Even patriotic plates like USA plates that I had in a video that have Olympic down below, they just took out the word Olympic and started just having USA on them. And then even after this became a popular thing, there were people on the lookout going up to, people at expos and different competitions and saying, hey, I'm going to report you to the United States Olympic Committee. And the Olympic Committee would actually send out cease and desist letters. You had other people getting creative, like Schizler put Olympia on there. It doesn't say Olympic. It just implies that it's Olympic. It's Olympia. So when it comes to vintage weights, this is an easy way to be able to tell if a weight is a bit older. When you're looking on the used market, if you see Olympic on a plate and it's not York, then it's probably pretty old. Doesn't mean it's valuable, but it is old. Now, when it comes to your plates and modern plates, I don't know if you have Schizlers with Olympia on them, but what kind of things do you have on your plates since they don't say Olympic?
All right, here's what I got. Your typical barbell standard, I'll hold up.
Yeah, same barbell. Just
Yeah, there you go. Barbell, the standard barbell.
Got some bumpers just with brand name, some Penlays here.
There you go. Yeah, just the brand name.
No Olympic, no standard, just Penlay.
Yeah,
that's it.
I've noticed that, like my plates from like Rogue or Rep, even Usaka, they don't say anything else. They just have the brand names.
Now, Usaka was a plate used in the Olympics, but it comes down to whether distributing in the United States, and my understanding of it is just whether it's licensed to have that on it, because countries have different legislature and different agreements. Now, when it comes to that branding and things like that and the word standard, that's where a lot of companies took the direction, because the whole point of putting Olympic on it was to standardize it. Now, gentlemen, thanks for being here once again. I hope this sheds some light on why your plates look the way that they do. In our next episode, we're going to do a deeper dive into why plates look the way that they do. But for now, please check me out on Instagram and YouTube as Vintage Weights PGH, and please give us a follow on Garage Gym Radio and subscribe, I should say, on YouTube, and then check us out on Home Gym History when you're listening to any podcasts on popular platforms. This is Rob, Jake, and Adam thanking you for stopping by.